Parishioners and friends, good day to everyone and welcome back to Father Alfie's table. Today, after we just passed the few days ago the equinox, which means summer is over, autumn begins, and is my favorite season for many reasons. And one of the reasons is because we're gonna have a wonderful minestrone tonight upon a request, and something I really like minestrone because it's nice and healthy, and we got all these vegetables. So minestrone is a soup. In Italian we say minestrone, and it's a soup usually doesn't have specific recipes, as every household does it more or less according to what they have. And it's always good to clean the fridge, right? All the vegetables that are left in the fridge, you put it in the minestrone. So, but however, there is a little bit of a core of the vegetable we need. Usually for the basic for many recipe in Italian world is a carrot, sedano, and onions. This trio, the three together, are the core of the minestrone. Then potato is most likely one of the ingredients we use for minestrone in most of the households, because it gives a little bit of a creaminess, of the soup. Then tomatoes are always welcome in this community. The minestrone is like a community of vegetables, is a unity of vegetables. And then this is beautiful, is really good. I don't know if I can pronounce it, is parsnip, but it's really good, I really like it. And then touch of oriental taste is this is bok choy, and I really like bok choy, so I had some left in the fridge, so I'm gonna use one. We're not gonna use it all. La verza, which in English is Savoy cabbage. We're gonna use a couple of leaves, of course. Zucchini, we probably have half of this, because if we cut in small pieces, then it's going to be too much, then overwhelm everything else. A nice piece of broccoli to give some green. I had some these green beans, and so we all put them all together and we make a nice community. Now, because this unity of vegetables, when there is a nice unity, is always welcome. And so welcome something that is not a vegetable, and that is herb. Come into this community and is always welcoming the stranger, which is rosemary. So we're gonna put the rosemary into a little tea bag, okay, because then I'm gonna take it out. Of course, olive oil to start a little bit at the beginning and drizzle at the end, and a glass of wine, optional as always. We start with celery, and we're gonna do this. Stripes out of it, and then just put it like that, small pieces. And this carrot, we do the same thing, chop the ends. Then just put it like that, small pieces. And we put it with the celery and the onion. The three main vegetables, the core, that forms the beginning of the unity, which invites all the other vegetables in it. And then just cut them all, small pieces, and voila, because otherwise it will be too much onions, so we're gonna save this. Small pieces, and that can go in here. So what we're gonna do now with the trio, onions, celery and carrots, we're gonna now start to saute these three first. So we turn the flame fairly high and a little of olive oil, more than a drizzle, because we're going to saute the onions, carrot and celery. So while these start going, we'll go back and cut some of the vegetables. Parsnip. 1, 2, cut the end. Same thing with the carrot. It's very similar to a carrot. Seems like a white carrot, but it tastes so differently and so good. I really like it. Okay, parsnip. Green beans, just a little bit, not too many. Compost, and then cut them like that. And zucchini. Now we're gonna have half a zucchini because it's fairly big. So as I said before, we don't want to overwhelm with zucchini. Now those are the three vegetables: parsnip, zucchini and green beans. So now these other trio, the three vegetables, zucchini, green beans and parsnip, we're gonna add those to the onions and the carrots and the celery. There is no social distancing in minestrone. They have to be together, united, togetherness, because they are all healthy. At this point, with these vegetables, we're gonna saute them. The others, they come up later after we add the water, because they don't need to be sauteed. But now we're gonna add some white wine. Optional. Turn it up high. I know someone like to put the skin on the potato. What do? You throw it away or put it in the compost? But I know someone put it in the oven with a drizzle of olive oil and cook it and become crunchy. It's actually delicious. Stripes, and then again we'll chop it up in small pieces. Because the potato, the amide in the potato, I think, it adds a little bit of creaminess. So it's not really liquidy, but so we have this now. Then the bok choy. I really like bok choy, it's nice and healthy. That's together. Broccoli, we will cut it in small. Now the broccoli, you don't want to cut too much the heads, because otherwise it will crumble, right? So we cut the stems a little bit like that. Okay. So we can put this in a bowl right now. Couple of leaves of Savoy cabbage. Once again, this is easy to cut. Just to roll it up a little bit and then tuck. Tomatoes. We'll put this at the end, but we don't want the skin, so I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the tomatoes in the boiling water for like 40 seconds, 1 minute, no longer. Okay, so put it in the boiling water and we'll let it there. And then we put in the ice, thermic shock, and the skin comes out so beautifully. So the tomato after the shock thermic, we cut it. Take the knot out and look at the skin, it just came out so beautifully. Look at that. And voila. Chop the tomato without skin, just to give a nice color. So the flame is high now. The vegetables are sauteed now. What it is, maybe 10 minutes is up here like that. And water, I use purified water. I don't use tap water because of a funny taste, I don't know. So I get a purified water for soups. And I just add the water to cover all the vegetables, maybe 1 inch over. So it's on high, so it's gonna bring it to boil. In the meantime, we add the rest of the vegetables, the potato, bok choy, broccoli, and green beans, the cabbage. We put it on top. We are waiting that goes on to boil. You see that now the vegetable above the water, so we add the water. So we can add the tomatoes now with all the juice. And more water. Wow, that's it. Rich to the top. Now, little bit of salt, of course salt, because the salt is the life of the vegetables, because it brings the taste up, no? It brings the taste out. And what we're gonna do with the rosemary, we're gonna put it on the tea bag so it doesn't go all around, and we're gonna take it out. It's just to give a little bit of flavor, Mediterranean flavor. Tea bag. It's great. So we close this tea bag with a toothpick. Tuck. Tuck. And so now we add just on the side. Let it go there. Now we're gonna bring this to boil. Once it goes to boil, we turn it to minimum. Actually, we may change stove on the small one and let it go for 45 minutes, an hour, and we let it go a minimum, but we need to bring it to boil first. So this is a bit more than an hour actually that I let it go at the minimum flame, and Look at this. So we're gonna take off the rosemary. We take this out, and we keep that beautiful minestrone. Look at that. Now, why don't we now go for it and have a taste, because what can we do? We gotta taste it, right? So we're gonna add a drizzle of olive oil on top. Sprinkle of pepper. What a beautiful. If you look at it, each vegetables have kept their own identity. You see the broccoli, the onions, the celery, the carrot, their own identity, and yet they share their own being in this unity of harmony together, creating like a symphony for the mouth. No, what a beautiful way to start this beautiful season of fall. A beautiful season when it's getting a bit colder and darker, and a soup to keep you warm. God bless you and enjoy.